Sahara. Welcome back to SaharaTV. My name is Rudolf Okonkwo. This is the Skype call segment when we give you the chance to give us feedback on some of the topics we've been discussing. And today we have three important topics. We want to talk about the media in Nigeria in light of the video that we showed you a few minutes ago about reporters fighting over cash from indicted politicians. We also want to talk about the visit next week of President Obama to Africa. And in an event in South Africa, he plans to engage African youths, including Nigerians. So we'll give you the chance to tell us what you would have told Obama if you had a chance to be there. And the final thing we're going to talk about is a statement that was credited to the president, Goodluck Jonathan, as saying that no gang up by the opposition parties is capable of unseating the PDP. So we're going to go straight to Skype calls. We have 4 people on Skype waiting for us. In Canada is Yemi. Yemi, welcome to SaharaTV.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
In Malaysia, we have Hamzi. Hamzi, welcome to SaharaTV.
Yeah, thank you so much.
In London, we have Deji. Deji, welcome to SaharaTV.
Thank you.
And in Kogi, Nigeria, we have Michael. Michael, welcome to SaharaTV.
Thank you.
All right, so let's start with President Obama in Africa next week. So he's not coming to Nigeria. We all know that, and we have all accepted that. I want to come to you, Yemi. Yemi, are you happy? Are you sad that he's not coming to Nigeria? And do you think Nigeria will learn any lesson from that?
Well, I'm really indifferent. I'm honestly indifferent. We have so many internal problems within Nigeria that we need to solve, and I think we should just focus on that. Nigerians can only solve Nigeria problems. So if he comes, fine. If he doesn't, well, I'm indifferent.
Hamzi, let me come to you. So if you had a chance to talk to Obama, what will you say to him about his approach to Africa?
Thank you very much. If I have the chance to talk to Mr. President Obama, it's a slap on Nigerian that Obama is coming to Africa and we are exempted from his visitation. First and foremost, we have to understand the fact that in the history of Africa, at the mention of Nigerian, every other country has to bow or do whatever. In terms of every humanitarian service that has been happening so far in Africa, Nigeria has been playing a very leading role. Come to UN peacekeeping, come to anything in Africa. We are the leading role. We are the bottom. The last line of defense of Africa. So if President Obama, which happens to be the president of the world by default, is coming to Africa without visiting Nigeria, it's a negative sign to Nigerian leadership that they are not doing the right thing to do, because Nigeria should be a boat to all European powers, to Western power, every power. They should be at least have the confidence in all that whatever they want to do in Africa, we should be their guide, that these are places you have to go, these are things you have to do. Not that they have to, at the expense of Ghana, the likes of Zimbabwe and some other countries like that. It is a real shame to Nigerians, and the visit of President Obama to Nigeria has a long way to go for Nigerians, not only by visitation or not only by giving him more showing him what they have done so far, but it shows that Nigerian security has its firm ground on ground, because I cannot blame President Obama for not visiting Nigeria when he knows in himself that his security is at stake. Nigerians is a country where they have linked their insurgency with Al Qaeda and some other things like that.
All right, let me hear from Deji. Deji, so Obama is now coming to Nigeria, and do you think that engaging Nigeria directly will be more effective than snubbing Nigeria?
To be honest, when it comes to the Western world and their relation to Africa, I'm a bit of, personally, I don't think we should be able to solve our own problem by ourselves, because we know where the shoes, know where it pains and all that. But by saying all that, I don't see as any change. Obama visit to Nigeria, maybe to the world or on paper, will look good, but the problem will still remain. So I don't want to emphasize on issues like that. I would rather want them to like maybe exempt our leader or our leadership, not just Nigeria. I'm talking as a whole, as Africa as a whole, when it comes to some UN activities, because at the end of the day, the vote there, we seems not to get anything out of it, and the little money they are meant to use to build the nation back home, they take it on like last year when they went for the UN meeting. All the African leaders happened to be staying at the most expensive hotel. Well, those are the issues I would like people like that to talk more. If they don't even need to go to Africa to talk about that, if they can nail the hit the nail or hit the hammer on the nail, even from the White House. We all go on the internet, we can see, people will see the response and all that. So I would prefer them to maybe speak up more than to just let the leaders politicize every movement, just like Tinubu saying he was invited to Obama and all that stuff. They should, and people, generally, I think African youth should emphasize more or advocate more for what our leaders would do than expecting more from the Western world. Just my opinion, anyway. So it's always a bit like that when it comes to issue of Western people coming to Africa.
All right, Michael, you are in Nigeria. How is this playing in Nigeria? Are people really mad about it, or people don't really care whether he comes to Nigeria or not? Michael, are you with us? Okay, I think we probably lost Michael. All right, let's quickly go to the other topic that we're talking about, which is the media. I don't know how many of you saw this video of reporters in Lagos fighting over cash that was given to them by former Governor Rudolf Okonkwo at an event in Lagos. It was the June 12th event they had in Lagos. It was an embarrassing thing to people in the media, and it kind of reinforced that idea that the media is corrupt, that really there's nobody in the media that is clean. So let me come to you, Yemi. When you see something like that, what does that say to you?
Well, it's just the same thing that we've been talking about every week, that the society has gotten to that point. It's generated to that point. You know, there's so much poverty, there's so much joblessness, there's so much, so per capita is so low. There's, you know, look, human psychology, you know, if you don't have anything, people are just struggling over there. They're just struggling. We have graduates, 10 years, 15 years, they've not done any job, not single job, not one job. So what do you expect people like that to do? So in a way, I pity them. In another way, what's wrong is wrong.
Hamza, does that impact your confidence in the media in terms of what you read in the paper, what you hear on TV and on radio? The fact that they go after money this way, does that have any impact on the credibility you attach to the reports they file?
Definitely, it has a long way beyond the fact that they are fighting over money. Even without us seeing them fighting for money, it is the belief of every Nigerian that whatever you see on the from media is subject to review or anything. Now that we have seen the proof, and this will go a long way to give our political leaders a chance to have mouth to denounce any information that people perhaps get from media. We will not really doubt, you know, there is no way where we cannot do without those, you know, situation in every past that this is what happened everywhere actually. But it is unfortunate that it is happening at this stage where we need media at their utmost standard. Now, the issue of, let me take for instance the issue of Sanusi mistress, or you know, the premium time has been subject to, you know, it has been a subject of credibility, that where are they actually getting, you know, this kind of thing is just like good Lord giving amnesty to Al Amnesia. You know, it's weakened the media a lot. It goes a very long way in a very bad effect, and sincerely, it is shameful.
Are you saying that you don't believe the story in the Premium Times?
I never said I never believed
Okay.
the story in premium time, but you know, if the Sanusi today comes up to the media again and say whatever the premium time might have said, you know, even in a court of law, it is an evidence to show, to prove to them that the media cannot be trusted at any stretch. But regardless of that, you know, where in Yoruba they say, "Victim as a bino animal as a lie," where they will kill you is where they will rescue you. Where we can see people of such character that can, you know, fight over money, you know, we will see people who have a very good will to do their job. I am not saying I never believed it. I still believe in media, but you know, before I could believe in media, it has to be a source, and I have to confirm from different sources.
Are you surprised that Sanusi did not take any further action against Premium Times, or that he's been quiet over that?
I 2 or 3 weeks ago, I think I was there when we were discussing about this. It is now 100% guaranteed that Lamido Sanusi is as considered to the defeat, because the Sanusi we all know Sanusi before now, not because he doesn't know what to say. This is a man who knows how to defend himself. This is a man who knows how to talk very well. So in the absence of his own negligence to the news, it is, to my own belief, personal belief, that whatever news we have from the news is authentic and, you know, unforged, untreated. So if he has anything new to tell us, it is immoral of him not to have come out to the media and explain to us the situation of things, because the allegation they have brought against him is you know, it's an impeachable allegation, which if Nigeria happens to be a country where they follow the rule of law as it's written, we have the rule, but it is not followed. He's supposed to have been at least be suspended, if not removed from office, at least for him to give the clearer chance. Because for Sanusi to have engaged himself in such a scandal, I believe there are so many things that perhaps if he is properly investigated, will be revealed. Yeah.
All right, Deji, I just spoke to Mojid, who is the managing editor at Premium Times a few minutes ago, and he said that there's a sense of frustration on the part of people like him who are trying to do their job and trying to get Nigerians informed, and the reaction of Nigerians to some of the stories that they present. That he feels as if Nigerians are not ready yet to change the country. They're not ready to. How do you see the relationship between the media and the people in Nigeria?
To be fair on his side, or to support his statement, I personally think as well that Nigerians are not ready, and I won't criticize everyone generally, but I feel most of us are not ready. The tribe, the religion, and the democracy is still really young. So things like that are meant to bound to happen in a growing society like ours. But going further about the media issue, I think personally as well, the military era are still, the mentality of the military era is still very much on ground in Nigeria. So people see I don't know, fear, number one, and poverty, which is the major key. Most of those guys cleaning up for Ameshi's money, or the former governor's money. I remember he had issue with Obasanjo then. They were the same people that wrote story about him, and now it shows us what's really going on. Maybe he even bought them the camera there and all that. There is not, and I was listening to the guy you brought on before, and he said something about everybody can just start a radio, start blogs. There's no censor board, and the justice system is a bit of, I don't know, not up to date. So in case of like Sanusi, I think personally what he's doing is, when I shut up, they will forget the story, which has always worked in Nigeria. I grew up in Nigeria before. I have only been in UK for 7 years now. So I know sometimes when you shut up, everybody will forget. But when you speak, they will go on and on. At the end of the day, I'll tell you, maybe by next 3 weeks, Sanusi will go to Maduri or somewhere, and they will give him another shift title. And in doing that, he will now say, don't mind the media and order. He will give so the corruption is, people are really hungry. All the traditional leaders have lost their values. every politician, there is no leadership. The leadership in Africa now is a joke, not to just talk of Nigeria. I don't see the people that really think about doing something back to Africa or doing something back to Nigeria.
All right. Before we go to the next topic, okay, I want to go back to three of you and ask you just a simple question, because Moji talked about the lack of outrage. There's no sense of outrage in Nigeria over some of these corruption reports. So I want to ask each of you, what story have you read in the last 12 months, so to say, that made you outraged? I'll start with you, Yemi, in London. Okay, I understand that Michael has joined us. I'll come to you, Michael. But let me start with you, Yemi. What story did you read in the last 12 months that made you feel outraged?
The stories are numerous. How many do you want to remember? How many do I want to
just
remember?
one. Just one.
Yesterday, the day before yesterday, I saw your headline that in Kaduna, 560 million was embezzled. Sure program.
Yeah.
You know, it's meant for the youth. 560 million gone, and the governor is not saying anything about it. Look, what Deji was saying something about leadership. We lack leadership. Yes, we lack leadership, but followership has even gone. The people on the streets of Nigeria, go and pick somebody in the street that's been complaining that these people are leading. Put him in the position of authority, he will do worse.
Yeah, that's
All right. Hold on, Yemi. Let me go to Hamzi. Hamzi, what story did you read in the last 12 months that really got you outraged?
Thank you very much. There was a time when we had the insurgents, the Boko Haram, I think the Jaji bombing, where they bombed a luxurious bus going to from Kano, I think from Kano to Lagos, I think. The same, less than 24 hours again, we had a ship capsized in the river of, I think, one of the river in southeast Nigeria. And if we have to calculate the number of losses we had, as in the mortality rate we had, then it was amounted to about 250 people that lost their lives to situation in Nigeria, and there was no response from the government of Nigeria. And that exact time, if you follow the news very well, I think it was the time the hurricane happened in the United States, where they lost only two, and you see reaction, you see helicopter flying all over places, you see the national emergency of the United States, they were working just because they lost the two lives of people. And in Nigeria, it only goes like news brief, pump, Boko Haram Q 160, another ship capsized, and there was nothing like that. They don't value human beings. Since they are not directly affected, they don't care.
All right, Deji, what story shocked you in the last 12 months?
Well, I used to think Boko Haram, but personally, Boko Haram is a joke to me now. I think they are not going to do anything about it. But the two that really got me really angry, that even made me stay on today, is the story about Jonathan's wife going to Port Harcourt and saying stuff like she's not going there to fight the other I'm not in support of any of the governors fighting for whatever reason. But I was surprised that the press can follow on that and spend more time, because I saw it via Twitter on Vanguard, Punch, and all that. But you guys brought a good story about the governor that was receiving treatment in America that couldn't speak, and we could all see from the video that is not really able. And the media, all the people keep writing different blogs. Nobody sits on that and discuss, because those are the way I think we can start the change. If people can speak, it shouldn't be a issue. I don't see the reason why it's still held on to power till now. It's been out of office for months now. And those are things I think the kind of change we really need. If the youth can see, because these leaders or this set of leadership we have now, I don't think they want one Nigeria. So they will use everything to discourage youth from saying, because it's a democracy. If everybody from Lagos can shout about the governor that is enough, the mad or the dagon or the man in the hospital, and help the people of that particular state to get the right democracy running, we can also learn from that. And when stuff of that nature happen in Lagos, not Tinubu closing the road is only for Lagos people. People traveling from Kaduna should talk about Tinubu burying his mom and blocking the whole Lagos. If Jonathan's wife go to Port Harcourt, people in Lagos, if we want to really build a nation or build a democracy, it's one Nigeria, not just because it's not our own turn now. Because I was really surprised that she even had to say that, and some people actually went with her to record that as a statement, which is I don't know. We didn't vote for her. She doesn't deserve the kind of entourage she even gets, in my opinion. Anyway,
All right.
she's not. I don't know. They should even cancel the office of the first lady anyway. They don't do anything. They just get people. The money can build hospitals and all that. Even that man can be treated in Nigeria if we build good hospitals, so we can see ourselves that is mad or is able to continue the office instead of staying from video. But nice job by Sahara reporter. But those two really got me angry this week. Reading them through via Twitter.
All right, thank you, Deji. Let's go to the last topic that we have. First of all, let me find out. Michael, are you with us? Michael? Okay, we lost Michael again. Okay, let's go to the last topic for today. We are talking about the statement by President Jonathan that no gang up by the opposition parties is capable of unseating PDP. So we asked on our website and on our Twitter and on all the social media, do you agree with the president? Let me start with you, Yemi. Yemi, do you agree with the president? Yemi, are you there? Okay,
I am here. I do not agree.
Okay.
I don't agree in any way or shape or form. I don't. I never will. And right now, I have my own, every time I go onto your blog, after reading the article, I take time to read comments of Nigerians, people in Nigeria, and I find out that it leads to a fraction. People tribalize it, people use sentiment, and they'll start saying, he's Niger Delta, he has to be there. If he doesn't win in 2015, Nigeria will divide. Look, at this state, Nigeria, I don't know why we don't compare ourselves with the likes of Dubai, the likes of Malaysia, Singapore, that moved from third world to first world. I remember the interview Showere had on Al Jazeera with Donyo Okupe. It was very obvious that this government, it doesn't mean well. But you still see people following this government. You still find people following them, people coming out and say, yes, this is the right government. When all the facts is on ground that this government has nothing to offer. I watched Falan, what's his name? Kayode, is it Kayode, that moved from PDP, Fani Kayode. He moved from PDP into APC, and he said his reason why he's moving. Look, if Nigeria wants progress, the masses that is suffering, they are Igbo, they are Hausa, they are Muslims, they are Christians, they are all tribes. They are all suffering. No power, no job, no electricity, no food, no health. Why can't they come together and forget about tribes, forget about everything, and rally around this new party and check them? I know people are corrupt within the APC too, but if the masses rally around them and put a check to them, make sure they do the right thing, and we put the right people into government.
All right. Yemi, hold on there. Hamzi, now, looking at what Yemi is saying, okay, do you think that maybe that is why the president is saying that it doesn't matter the gang up, that they cannot unseat PDP?
Yeah, thank you. We should not expect something less from the president. As in, he's the president of Nigeria, and he needs to give the followers a positive mental attitude that nothing is happening, that so far the gang up has been formed, nothing is shaking regardless of their crisis in the PDP, to assure them that nothing is going to happen come 2015. But to be very realistic, there's something I will have to say here, which personally, maybe because I have not been in Nigeria for quite some time now, but I always read the news. At least there has never been a day where I won't read the news about Nigeria, and I go through all the dailies. It is quite unfortunate that those who will give the president the thumbs up about his administration are the likes of Okupe, the likes of Ruben Abati. Why is it that they are the only people that see the benefit of the government of Goodluck? Why is it that Nigerians, vast majority of Nigerians, cannot see the benefit of the administration of Goodluck? But regardless of that, I am not a politician, and I do not intend to talk about politics of PDP or APC. As the PDP has their own problem, the so-called APC, they also have their own problems. But the problem with Nigeria is having at the moment is we Nigerians, not to talk of the leaders. Because I think from my own perspective, the leaders are benefiting more in setting, it's a calculated attempts to, to stay in power when you let Nigerians realize that ethnicity exists, regardless of anything that happens. I'm a Nigerian. I don't want to tell you where I come from. The so-called Niger Delta people, they believe the president of Goodluck is the president of Niger Delta. They don't want to know. Even if Goodluck today, tomorrow changes the faces of Nigeria and turn into anything, they won't even listen to you whether he has done the right thing. They are not being objective about the government, and they are not sincere about Nigeria.
Sorry. I would like to jump in for that on behalf of Niger Delta people.
Allow me to finish. Allow me to finish. Then you have your time to talk.
Niger Delta people that are against this government. You might not hear of them. There are.
All right.
Let me. I never said. Let me. So please allow me to finish with.
Okay. Brief 30 seconds, please.
All right. So if we have to move Nigeria to a greater height, I think we have to collectively unite ourselves, regardless of you Yoruba, you Hausa, or you Igbo. I do not support the fact that some people are calling for the government to be on their side. We are all Nigerian. We are all entitled to anything in Nigeria. So, in the absence of tribalism, religion, or anything, I think we Nigerians will love ourselves, and we should not allow the leaders to use the tribalism and religion to separate us. Together we stand, and divided we fall.
All right, Deji, how are the opposition? What are the chances of the opposition on sitting PDP in the next election?
First of all, I would like to say there is no opposition in Nigeria. We don't need to go into that. That's maybe another day topic. There is no opposition because the same people that have been there since, let's say, 99. I don't want to go into the 60s. From 99 till now, it's just changing party names and all. It's still the same. Tinubu leading the West, the other people leading the East, and all that. So it's still, there is no opposition. They are just recycling themselves. I was in Lagos end of January. Dr. Donyo Kupe was my doctor at Royal Cross when Obalende, that was his hospital. So, but I'm not saying I know him like that. He's a useless man. I don't want to go into that as well. So there is no opposition. If someone like Okupe can come back after what he did with Obasanjo that never worked and still talk about this PDP government, see if it's going to work. So we don't need, to me, no opposition. I won't be surprised if Goodluck takes the job off Okupe. You will see him talking for Tinubu come 2014, saying Tinubu should go to Asura. I won't be. We see that with the AIT guy that was advocating for Babangida to return to office. So there is no opposition, so we don't need to really waste our time. Ganifa and me, we all read his blog and Twitter messages. El-Rufai, they all talk a lot, but you can see they are part of the system. So they're just trying to change names and all that.
All right.
I think I have an hint to just comment about what.
No, I just need to round it up. It's not really much. I think the main problem is that poverty and tribalism. If people can afford as little as egg a day, nobody will come and sell them called blue as red to them anymore. That's the first thing. They are encouraging more poverty, so people can't even see who is working. Because I've seen a lot of write-up as well on the internet that people still talk about Goodluck as if it's their brother. That's the only reason he has to be president. But I don't know. 2015. To be fair, maybe PDP should come out with Goodluck, and we can end all this idea of Nigeria that never worked. And maybe we can move forward from there.
All right. I have to stop you here. I know that you guys have a lot to say, and we will continue this discussion next week. I want to thank Yemi in Canada, Hamzi in Malaysia, and Deji in London. And all the guys who are trying to call us. We can't really take any more calls. We are going to end it here. Thank you guys for coming on Sahara TV.
Thank you.
All right. When we come back, we are going to show you Keeping It Real and Dr. Damages. Stay tuned.